like to share with you my thoughts about social media. So what is a social media mean to me? Maybe to others. Okay, so my thought of defining social media is that it's very depends on the user. For while some maybe enjoy these social platforms do for a gaming, for sometimes it's some TV viewing, social news, so and some might see what they want to see. Okay, as for me, I can say that it's one of my platforms that I could reach what I need, like a news, like after you use your social platform, you can get the updates in your life, in globalization news, so it also is a very easy way to communicate with your family members, your friends. You can know their life, their daily life. You can see what they're doing. So it's a fast replies communications nowadays. So sometimes people just want to stop what you're doing, what they want to know about you. So yeah, that's the things social media mean to me is actually unhealthy things because you have to it's a something additions when you in that community, so how has a social media is impacted my life? I can say that is some is a positive way, some is a negative way. It depends what I look for or what I need, what I'm doing with the social media platforms. Sometimes you feel like, yeah, it's just a fun things you want to do, in the age of the technology dependency, while you're using a smartphones, and internet addictions have become the norms in our life. So people keep updating every single things in what they are doing in their life, so yeah, it seems things I'm doing in my normal life. I can say that. So it is a appearance that they prefer to live in the virtual world more than the real world. So it's a very impacted my life because it's something I must to do every day. I updating my activities, so my friends, my family will know what I'm doing, and they are just need they are actually just want to know what they want to know.
Are the first generation in history that got on social media in middle school. How do they spend their time?
At first I wasn't sure if I was gonna really want to delete all my social media afterwards, like the video I saw had said. But then they started saying how all the social media apps make the most money in history. And I started to question how, since they are all free, right? Well, apparently, we are the product, and they monitor everything we do. They know us better than we know ourselves, and they use this data to get us to spend more of our time on these apps. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. They literally have models of us that they base.
This social dilemma movie on Netflix. So yeah, what is your standpoint after watching social dilemma? So actually my standpoint after watching social dilemma is that you need to limit the time, okay, how you spend these platforms. So how you spend your time in these platforms, this is not always practical. It's a given how important they are in our lives. So we need to be carefully to consider whether you need each one of these platforms in your life, in your daily life. point regarding this show is that you can take the social dilemma as a cue to become more aware of how much your data is given on daily basis, and you can also change your behavior from to do this thing every day. One way is change your social media privacy setting, so to restrict, as much as possible, to not share your data, the data networks can gather from you. So which is maybe you can slow down, or maybe you can change your habit, your behavior, how you're using your social platforms. So that's my viewpoints from the social dilemma. Explain the concepts of public goods and social dilemmas and how these conflicts influence human interactions. I can see it here is social dilemmas is occur when the members of the groups, culture, or society are in potential conflict over the creations and use of a shared public goods. Public goods are actually benefits that are shared by a community of the group, a large of groups, that everyone in the group has access to, regardless of wherever or not they have personally contributed to the creations of the goods. In many cases, the public goods involves the responsible use of resources that, if used wisely by the groups as a whole, will remain intact. But if you overuse it, it will be destroyed. So example, I can say include the codes of the coast of the Newfoundland, water in local reservoirs, and clean air, something like that. In other cases, the public goods, I can say, involves a service, such as public televisions or public radio that is supported by the members of the community, but that it's used freely by everyone in the community. Each our individual prefers to make use to the public goods for himself or herself, where areas the best outcomes for the group as whole is to use the resources more slowly and wisely. So I can see that the concept of public goods and social dilemmas, this can be a conflict, can influence the human interaction by each of us. I spend my life in my devices. So as you guys know, in our life today, so technology is the number one. I can say that because you're working, your connections, your news, your everything is on your devices. So after watching this social dilemma, I can see that I'm spend my times about less than 12 hours. Okay, so 8 hours on office, and other the rest my playtime, I can see that. But after I saw this means I watched this movie, I have to change my behavior. So that's from me. And be safe, use your social platforms wisely, and do a positive things in your life, and always think positive. Thank you.